Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? This is Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today is Thursday, May 21st, 2009. Hope you all had a great day today. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into today's update. First thing I want to do is take a look at the comment from yesterday's post. And again, feel free to leave your comments, good or bad. If you have questions, I'm here to help you if I can. Comment is from Pizal, and basically he's asking about that 11:45 p.m. candle, which looked like a valid signal. The only difference was that the candle opened at 11:45 and closed at midnight. If you all know, I don't start looking for trades until midnight. And basically, I didn't take this candle because I start looking at my chart starting at midnight. So I pretend as if anything before that is not even there. So the candle may have closed at midnight, but it opened at 11:45 p.m., which is why I didn't take that trade. So I hope that clarifies. I actually only start looking at the chart and looking for trades starting at the open of the midnight candle Eastern time. So I hope that clarifies things, and I know that can be confusing. And again, thanks for asking that question. Let me go ahead and get right into the charts. First thing I want to do is take a look at our 4-hour chart. I'm just going to move it back to before midnight so you can see what my chart looked like. You can see that our most recent trend change candle was on the 18th still, and since then we've had a nice uptrend. And if we look at today's action, there was no new trend change candles, although we did have some strong bearish movement there throughout the day, but not enough to create a new trend change candle. So as far as today goes, we were only looking for long trades, and it's pretty much that simple to look for the trend. It's not too complicated, especially in trending days like today. So now I'm going to go to my 15-minute chart, and again I'm going to move this back to before midnight. And right now my chart is stopped at 11:45 p.m. and I'm about ready to start my trading. But the first thing I want to do before I start my day is make notes of any news events for today. So what I do is I go to babypips.com, and you can click on this tools tab, and once you click on it, it'll bring up the news events for today. Now, we're only looking for news that pertains to either the sterling or the dollar, because that's the pair that we're trading. And as far as today goes, we had retail sales at 4:30, and at 8:30 we had initial jobless claims. And then finally at 10 we had the Philadelphia Fed Index. So those were the three news events that were that may have an impact on today's move. Again, 4:30, 8:30, and 10 a.m. all Eastern time. Those were the time events to watch out for. So just make a note of that before you start trading. That way you remember, and you don't make any trades right before those news times. All right, so now that I have that in hand, I know that I'm only looking for long trades. I can start my trading day. And now I'm just going to move my chart forward one candle at a time. Remember, each of these candles represents 15 minutes because this is a 15-minute chart. And now what I'm doing is just waiting for a crossover to the upside. And here at 2:15 a.m. we did have a crossover. And what I do now is check my indicator to see if they match up. And RSI is above 50, stochastics are trending up, and MACD is negative and gaining value, which makes this a valid entry. So what we want to do is go ahead and enter at the close of this candle, or as close to it as possible, and that would be at 57.84. Now our stop's going to be at the most recent swing low, which is right here at 57.54. And our nearest 0 or 50 level is right at 5,800. And that gives us about 16 pips of potential profit. That's not including the spread. So when you factor in the spread, it is a very small trade. But again, it's big enough to leave your target at the 5,800 level. So now once we're in the trade, it's pretty easy. We just kind of watch it and see what the market does. And you can see on the very next candle, our target was hit. Price did not make a clean break of this target, so I went ahead and exited. As most often than not, you won't get out right at your target level, but you want to get out as close as you can to it. In this case, I got out at 57.95, which is about 5 pips off, but that's okay. Remember, those target levels are just kind of an alert level for you to pay attention to the charts and then zoom down and see what momentum is doing so that you can make a decision whether or not you want to stay in the trade or if you just want to go ahead and take your final profit. So in this case, momentum didn't stay with us, so we wanted to go ahead and close out the trade. Okay, and like every trade, once we're out of it, we just put that behind us and move on towards the next one. Okay, remember our news event, our first one is at 4:30 a.m. and right now it's about 3:15, 3:30. So now I'm getting to the point where if there is a crossover or a trade, I'm probably not going to enter it. And here, the 4:15 candle, you see such huge volume right before the news. And again, we still have volatility during the news candle, and we can see this is where that big bearish move came today. But what this does for us is it creates retracement. And remember, we're looking for long trades today, so this kind of gives us another opportunity to maybe look out because the market may retrace back up, giving us another crossover and another potential entry. So this is when you really want to start paying closer attention to the charts. So now we're just going to keep on watching it. Remember, our next news event is at 8:30. Right now it's about 6:45, 7. So again, no crosses. Here we get a cross. This is at 8:15. So first flag is that it's right before our 8:30 news event. So that would automatically make me not want to enter it. And second, if we look at our indicators, although RSI is above 50 and stochastics are trending up, you'll look at MACD and you can see that it's already positive from the candle before. So this doesn't even make a valid entry, even if it wasn't around a news candle. So we wouldn't enter this trade. So I stayed away from this one. And then still continuing to look now. And again, it's 9:45. So I'm not going to enter because I know news is coming on at 10. Okay, and then we just continue to watch it. And pretty much that was the rest of the day. We didn't get another valid signal. So only one small trade today. It was a win, but every day's a learning day, win or lose. And today was, fortunately for us, a small win. But the greater value is in getting that experience in and that learning as you get your feet wet in the market. So if you have any questions about anything in today's post or anything at all about the system, feel free to leave a comment on the blog or ask questions in the forum. There are plenty of good people here in the Baby Pips community to help you out. So just keep learning, keep studying, and stay disciplined. All right, have a great day and see you all tomorrow. Cowabunga, dudes.